Jack! Clear.
What you must know about Virgin River Season 3. There are a lot of treasures on Netflix nowadays, and some could end up in one of your top favorite series lists. If you're a hopeless romantic and adore a story filled with feel-good moments and a few twists, then you could never go wrong with Virgin River. Ever since the airing of the first season, fans had been treated to an emotional roller coaster of love triangles and self-discovery. As the plot continues to thicken, so does your love for each of the characters in the show. It has been a wicked 2 seasons, and now we have the pleasure of enjoying a third one. In this video, we'll be showing you some things that you need to know about the Virgin River Season 3. If you've been following the series ever since Season 1, then this is definitely a video you wouldn't want to miss. Before we get to it, why don't you go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on for more videos like this. Why don't we go ahead and just run over some quick background stories. So as we all know, Mel is a widowed nurse who decides to move to a small town called Virgin River as an attempt in starting a new life. There she meets Hope, the town's official physician, and Jack, an ex-soldier who owned and managed a local bar together with his good friend Preacher. Now, a lot of things happened in Season 1, but we really don't have the time to go over that, so let's just skip ahead to the main events at the end of Season 2. The first major event that probably left fans at the edge of their seats was when Mel arrived at the bar and saw that Jack had been shot. The question on everyone's mind right now is who did it? There are a few notable suspects, like his buddy Brady, who found his way in the company of some shady people, or even Calvin, who was the local drug kingpin. Second is Doc's mystery illness. It was revealed in Season 2 that Doc had been seeing another physician and was given a troubling diagnosis. Right at the time he was about to reveal what he was diagnosed with, he was interrupted by a group of friends who threw the recommitment party. Third is Charmaine moving on from Jack. We all know that Charmaine was that character who was madly in love with Jack and was stubbornly clinging to the past romance they once shared. That perseverance of hers continued on till the second season, as we still see her getting upset with how the relationship with Mel and Jack was developing. Well, at the end of the second season, it was revealed that Charmaine finally made the decision of moving on from Jack, since she sees that he was still pursuing a relationship with Mel, therefore rejecting her. She mentions that because of Jax's attitude. She no longer wants him in the lives of her twins. Lastly was Preacher's predicament, as she cares for Paige's son Christopher. This sudden turn of events happened just as he was planning to move to San Francisco, which definitely calls for a sudden change in plans for Preacher. Okay, so Season 2 left us with a considerable amount of suspense. Fortunately, Season 3 is already here. And for those who haven't watched it yet, the trailer reveals a bit of information of what's in store for us in this season. The next step in Jack and Mel's relationship. We already know that Jack and Mel are both ready to take the relationship to the next level. The only problem here is that Jack doesn't seem too comfortable with the idea of commitment. In an interview, Henderson teases that his character might be afraid of commitment. He was able to keep Charmaine hung up on him for a couple of years, and now that he gets to have the girl of his dreams, he still struggles to commit. It was revealed that in this season, Mel is seriously considering motherhood, which Jack is having trouble going along with. Henderson comments that it would be interesting to see how his character would handle this new dynamic relationship with Mel, as well as their conflicting ideas in terms of starting a family. Doc's diagnosis. Before the trailer for Season 3 came out, people started making guesses on what Doc's troubling news was. Some speculated that it could be cancer or Alzheimer's, especially since he had to consult with a specialist just for the checkup. In the trailer, we can see a scene where Mel asks Doc, "You're going blind?" with the Doc replying in a word, "Maybe." Going blind doesn't seem terrifying, but at least it's better than cancer or Alzheimer's. For this season, we may witness how Doc is going to handle his disease and how he would break the news to everyone else, especially Hope. Preacher becoming a father. As we said earlier, Preacher was supposed to move to San Francisco, but had to put that on hold, perhaps permanently, as he agrees to look after Paige's son Christopher. We can see that Preacher seems to face difficulty in his new responsibilities as the standing father of the boy. In one scene in the trailer, he says, "I don't know what I would have done if something would have happened to him." Maybe he should be with someone else. Well, who can really blame him? It's not like he could suddenly become a super dad just after getting Christopher. But we're all hoping he gets to unlock his fatherly instincts in this season. A change in Brady's character. Ben Hollingsworth, the one who plays Dan Brady, gets a bit more generous in tipping the audiences on what they would expect with his character in this particular season. He says that Brady would be more mischievous, but at the same time, you'll see Brady doing things you're not used to seeing Brady do. And I think you'll see Brady do things that he knows he shouldn't do, probably, but does them anyway. He continues to say that Brady is showing a side that I don't think anyone was expecting to see, which includes a little more skin than you're used to seeing. How interesting. This comes in light of the news that Brady would be having a romantic interest in this season. Finally, a story arc that's more than just drugs and shady deals. Charmaine getting over Jack. In the trailer, Charmaine is seen having a new romantic relationship with a guy named Todd. We can see her confronting Jack and saying, "I'm not alone, so you're free." This confrontation paints a picture that Charmaine is bent on cutting Jack off from her life as well as from her twins. This could possibly lead to conflicts involving custody and legal action. In an interview, Hammersley says there are two sides to the story. What Charmaine wants is pretty simple. She wants love, she wants a family, and she wants to be connected, not just to Jack, but also to Hope. She feels like she belongs at the salon, but she really wants to belong in Virgin River. This was a comment she made when asked what it was like to play a character that was almost universally hated. Hopefully, no matter how her character ends up in the third season, she finally gets to be happy and gains closure with Jack. That will be what's best not only for her, but also for her and Jax's future children. Who shot Jack? Of course, the biggest question so far is who shot Jack? A lot of people assume that it has to be Brady, or maybe even Calvin. But the cast of the show are somehow hinting that it could be someone that they didn't expect at all. Henderson jokes that for him, he thinks it was Charmaine, given the recent conflict they had. Hollingsworth, on the other hand, says, "I'm pretty sure Brady is on everyone's suspect list." He then adds that this season would have bombshell twists and unexpected turns. In an Instagram post, he comments, "I'm wearing a safety helmet to protect myself from all the bombshell plot twists Season 3 has. Hope y'all ready for it." Breckenridge, the actress who plays Mel, also hints at the same thing, saying that the real suspect will most likely catch everyone off guard. The identity of the shooter is expected to be one of the biggest twists in the entire season, along with other sudden turns. Fans would definitely need to stay tuned for this one. With all this in mind, Season 3 is definitely worth the wait, according to the comments made by the actors as well as the trailer itself. This season is chock full of surprises and twists that would definitely keep the fans at the edge of their seats and would leave them wanting more. Give us your comments down below. We love to hear from you. Then be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and share this video.